Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to create a paper crane. So paper cranes are very famous in Japan, and there's this legend that if you create 1,000 paper cranes, you can make a wish and it will get fulfilled. So I recall in 4th grade we had read this book called Sadako, and it was this book I really enjoyed reading, and one of our class's assignments was to basically create a paper crane. And from then on, I've created this hobby where I just can't stop making origami, and paper cranes has been like one of my all-time favorites. So I want to share my knowledge with you, so let's get started. So I have origami paper here. So one side is green and the other side is white. So what I do is while doing all the steps, the colorful side is always at the back and the plain side is, at the top. So the first step we're going to do is, I like to do it this way, horizontally. So I'm going to fold my paper in half. Okay, so as you can see, I folded it in half. I'm going to open it up, turn it, and fold it in half again. This way you're creating 4 squares across your paper. Note that this is a very important step and you should not miss it or mess it up. And so, as you can see, I now have 4 squares, right? Now I'm going to flip this over. And just to make you see it better, I'm going to define some of these corners. So now that you can see these, you see these 4 lines that I've made, right? So I'm going to take one side, I'm going to grab the other side. And basically what you want to do is come close to the center point and kind of squish it. And then you're going to join this side like this and this side like this. This is a very difficult step because when I first started, I had a lot of trouble. But the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. So now, once I have reached this step, what I like to do is I'm going to fold it right in the center. So it's halfway through. I'm going to fold this half, and then I'm going to fold the top like that. And then I'm going to fold this and this. It's not going to be perfect, but it's worth to try. Remember, no origami is ever going to be like 1000% perfect. But that's the way things are, and it's the way of life, People say nothing's perfect. So as you can see, I'm going to pull this part up. I pulled my flap up, right? And I'm just going to fold it like right about here. Okay? So you probably saw what I did. I'm going to repeat that right over here. So I'm going to take this and just fold it right till where this line goes. I'm going to try to get it all the way up till the center point, just like that, okay? So now that I have my one side, I'm going to fold it, go to the other side. I'm going to open this up, pull this open, and never pull it straight up because that makes it harder. So just kind of leave that crease right there because it makes it much easier to do this. Otherwise, you're probably going to end up having a very tough time. So as you can see, I folded this again. I'm going to repeat that on the left side of my crane. Okay, right now you might be wondering, how does this look like a crane? Well, it's going to form, okay? So now you can see I have like these 2 little flaps down here, which will technically become the mouth and the tail. You'll see what I'm trying to say. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this more inwards. So you see this outer flap, this flap out here, I'm going to just push it inwards like that. I'm going to flip. I'm going to repeat the same process over here. I'm going to fold and fold like that. So now you can see it's almost reduced, right? And then what makes it easier, you could do any side for this. Just pull one foot up and then the other. and just make sure you kind of crease them up. So put them down and turn your crane like this. Open this up, okay? So as you can see, what I did is, now that I have this, I turn it to either my right or my left, and I leave it open like this. And it should look something like this. And then I'm going to push it like that. I'm going to go ahead, open the other side, and I'm going to push this up, okay? And then you open up the wings. And now it's time for the beautiful head, okay? Many times the head, like the tail or the head, whatever part it is, like these little flaps, they don't come up properly. So in that circumstance, you kind of just have to adjust with it and try folding it in various ways. And so I'm going to make this side the head, and I'm going to leave the tail up straight. So for the head, all you do is kind of open it up, and you see like this tiny flap, you kind of just fold it. And then I like to add some detail to the head, so I kind of just, you know, pinch it a bit. And voila! You have your own beautiful paper crane. And yes, these are freestanding, so that's a even better thing, because I love freestanding origami. You could place them anywhere in your house. And another funny thing, so if you like move the tail, the wings, they move on their own, so it almost looks like the crane is flying, like if you can see what I mean. It's like really cool. It almost looks like the crane is in motion. So yes, I really hope my video was helpful, and I hope I was able to teach you something new today on my channel. So if you're a fan of origami, or you thought that you really learned something after watching my video, please click the like button and consider clicking the subscribe button down below. I'll really appreciate it. And don't forget to click on the notifications button after subscribing, and you'll become part of my family. Thank you, and bye! Woo.